coming by and checking out Pete's Snakebite Kit again. As you know, my Cobras at paint, so we're doing some interviews with some Cobras and their owners and some other interesting cars. The one we're going to talk about today is Double Hurricanes. This guy has built 2 Hurricane Cobras, had them both together for a while. He only has one now, but he's done a really great job. Look at Paul's car, you're going to notice, and I'll point out some things. It looks very accurate. I wanted to make my car look pretty accurate with the hood closed, I've said a lot of times. He goes well beyond that, and he actually has a company where he sells some odds and ends to make your Cobra very accurate that are kind of hard to find. I'll put his website link on there. He's actually a great resource on this stuff too. So let's take a look at his Hurricanes. So what I'm going to do here is I'll tell you about Paul's car. I wasn't able to get together with him live, but you'll get the idea. So he built a Gen 1 and a Gen 2 Hurricane Cobra. He's been very involved with actually both owners of Hurricane and actually helped them with some of the development on it. But he built the engines for both of the cars. We'll go into some details about that, but they're both FEs. And the transmission, he had TKOs in both of them. He had IRS in both cars. The Gen 1 car had 95 Thunderbird IRS, had 355s in it. The Generation 2 Hurricane he built has a Ford F650 Mustang-based IRS in it. He started with 355s in that also, but moved that to 315 gearing. He liked that better. He has done track days and performance days with it. Thinks that's a really good way to learn the vehicle and learn to be more safe with it. Says he shies away from drag racing. Yeah, we all know that that is very tough on a car's drivetrain and so on. He says he's been up to 135 miles an hour on a track. He says the front end gets to be a little bit light and unstable. I wanted to show you some of the originality details that Paul put in his car. His dash is very accurate. He's got the Smith gauges like I do, but actually gone a couple steps past that with actual Lucas switches. And he's got the right knobs on the dashboard and even the right indicator lights. Really nice detail. Paul's first Cobra was a Hurricane Generation 1. It had dash-mounted pedals, as you can see. The Gen 2 car had floor-mounted pedals, which is how my car's set up, and I think I've said before, that's one of the things I really liked about the Hurricane was floor-mounted pedals, just like the original CSX cars. Another thing Paul did for an original look on his car is well beyond what I did or even most Cobra builders do, is an original Cobra has an aluminum frame around the hood because the hood was very thin aluminum, and you don't really need that with a well-built fiberglass hood, but he wanted that look. So he made this frame, mounted it to the bottom of his hood, so when you pick the hood up on his car, it really looks like you're looking at the bottom of an aluminum hood. I'll tell you what, when I see a Cobra with a stunning red paint job like this, with a set of Webers on it, and with an aluminum 427 FE block, there's only one thought that comes to mind.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
So you can check out Paul's website here. This is Period Correct, and he has just got a bunch of things that are tough to find for those finishing touches to make your Cobra more period correct or more accurate. Well beyond that, he is a wealth of knowledge on all of these subjects. So check out his website, Period Correct. Another great resource is Paul's other website, which is 65 SHLB, and this kind of explains his passion for building a period correct Cobra and kind of the odds and ends and the journey of building these 2 cars. Got a lot of good stuff in it. Check that one out too. Okay, I've got a couple clips here of Paul's car running. He was nice enough to take some video and send that, so I wanted to include that. The thing sounds really awesome. You may or may not want to listen to a Cobra running and idling, but if that's not your thing, you may want to check for a pulse. So there you have it. I hope that gives you a good understanding of what Paul's two Cobras are like and an appreciation for them. Those are two very nice cars and very accurate. Paul, thanks for letting us do this story on your Cobra. Until next time, stay safe out there.